Hello there. I thought we would take a few minutes today to talk about some interesting finds on connector review. Now, these are all Power Automate connectors, and since we didn't have any new connectors over the weekend, I thought I would just highlight some that I have seen that I thought were pretty cool to talk about. So the first one I'm going to do is barcode. So I'm going to come on the left-hand side here and just sort through my barcode connectors and then zoom in so it's easier to see for you. So there's 3 connectors as of today that have a connector, action, or trigger. And the one I want to focus on is Cloudmersive Barcode, because this is the clear winner when you're looking at capabilities and what this connector can do. If you have a need for barcode, the first stop that I would check out is Cloudmersive Barcode. So this allows you to generate 5 different versions of barcodes. It also generates QR codes, or you can scan and look up information from a barcode. So I thought this was pretty impressive. There's links on the left-hand side here if you want to check out the Microsoft documentation for this connector. You want to go to the Cloudmersive website and learn more, or you want to check out the vendor documentation. So you can do all of that. You can also take all these tags at the bottom. These are use case tags. Click on any one of them, and then you'll be able to see what else is out there for your research. So that's kind of the point of connector review, right? It's all use case based. It's designed to be really helpful when you need to plan out your flows and plan out the automations that you're trying to implement. So cool connector number 1, Cloudmersive Barcode. Cloudmersive has a lot of connectors. They're really neat. I'm hoping to interview them soon to learn more because they're super cool. Okay, the second one I wanted to talk about is blogging platforms, because I'm going to implement a flow soon about this. I blog, CRM Heidi is based on WordPress. So let's take a look at WordPress real quick, because I realized every time I write a blog, I always post on my social media channels about the blog. And you know, it takes time to do that, and I can automate all of it using Power Automate. So I'm going to make a flow on this, and I thought I'd talk about it. So here's our WordPress connector. WordPress is a very popular blogging or website app and solution. So you can use the trigger when a post is created, which is how I'm going to build mine. So when a new post is created and it's published, I want certain actions to happen. So I think the best use case here, if you're a blogger too, when I post a new WordPress blog, I'd like to have a tweet go out. I'd like to have a post on LinkedIn. So all of these things are different actions that I can take. So maybe that will help some of you as well. So cool connector number 2, WordPress. Now I know that's like a bigger one, but let's do a small one now. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to content moderation, which is interesting, right? There is this connector that I recently stumbled on. It's called Content Moderator. This is so neat. It is a Microsoft Cognitive Services solution. So it's AI machine learning that's going to help moderate your text and images for anything that potentially needs to be moderated. It is also augmented with built-in human review tools, which is cool. So there's 8 actions here. And this covers, I think it said 110 different languages too. So excellent use case if you have any sort of content moderation needs. Obviously, all the actions are listed here, so you can take a look at what those specifically are. So cool connection number 3, content moderation, powered by Microsoft Cognitive Services. So I really like the AI stuff in there. Next one I wanted to point out is exchange rates. So I'm going to scroll down. Let's go to exchange rates. And there's 2 here. We're going to check out Cloudmersive Currency, another Cloudmersive product. So this one is really cool. It lets you retrieve exchange rates and then convert prices between currencies. So imagine if you're coming from the traditional CRM background, if you're a Dynamics 365 for sales user, maybe you're managing your currency today manually within Dynamics 365 in your settings. Well, this would be a way to kind of automate that and get the latest exchange rate so that the money listed on your quotes that are coming out of CRM are correct and accurate. So I thought this was a really great one. So that would be number 4, Cloudmersive Currency. Cool connector number 5, we're going to come right next to that one here and check out Apptigent PowerTools. This is cool. If you are a math nerd, like I am a math nerd, check this one out. I don't have a job where I have to do really advanced mathematical calculations, but if I did, this is phenomenal. So again, I'm just sharing this because I've always liked math. And look at the cool actions here. Calculate sine, calculate square root. There's multiplication, division, logarithms. There's financial stats here. So the finance use cases are really cool here. If you're in that industry at all, you can get current and historic market index information, stock price information. We can do, back to math, calculate the absolute values, cosine. Like, my calculus class could have been so much easier when I was a kid if I had this connector. So lots of cool things. This was showing up because there's an exchange rate action here as well. There's math, there's data conversion, there's files. We talked about the finance and the stock market stuff here. There's text, conversions, URLs. There's so much. Speech to text. Isn't that a cool one? So check this connector out. This is a really, really, really neat connector. Apptigent PowerTools. I think this is plenty long of a video. So that was 5 really neat connector finds. I could keep going because we are up to almost 500 connectors now in Power Automate. There's 489. So hopefully I'll be back with you soon talking about the new, latest, greatest connectors to hit the market. And until then, happy playing in Power Automate.